next significant technology will be super sight.
Are they really working? Because they look so happy.
Criminals thrive in an era of metamorphosis.
So welcome to the 19th Sageti Summit.
It feels like we are just in the middle of the roaring 2020s, with all these changes going on. And that's why we've chosen the theme Metamorphosis for this year's Executive Summit. So please welcome Floris Altema.
On the theme of metamorphosis, I talked about change and about storytelling, and I compared it to the Middle Ages, where the story the people believed in was renovating the world into a better world. Science tells us we need not a structural change, but a transformative change. And transformative change is fundamental change simultaneously, technical, social and economic. And well, that you could call the total revolution.
Well, there's a lot of evidence that if people are happy, they function better. Well, for any company, the functioning of your people is the most important thing. Currently, of course, with the scarcity of people that you can hire for your company, well-being is a very important thing, otherwise they leave. So they're more productive, they feel better and they function better. You're most happy when you act who you are. That's easily said, but not easily done, because I have a high pressure from society.
So what's going on is that, over the last 20, 30 years, we've shifted into an experience economy, where experiences have become the predominant economic offering, where there's one more opportunity out there. And beyond experiences, we use experiences as a raw material to guide people to change, to help them achieve their aspirations, to become a new you. And that's what the transformation business is all about.
Well, we've wrote a book called Real Fake. It's about playing with reality. It's a subtitle, and I think that nowadays by using new kinds of technologies like using AI to create hyper-realistic images or hyper-realistic movies, hyper-realistic worlds, that's the way we are now creating new kind of realities. So we are building on top of the physical world.
Are you the person that only says, maybe you should reconsider because what does it do to the well-being of people?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. How people can get the most out of their use of our network, how they can use our services.
Phineas, like a lot of you in this room, no doubt, and a lot of our customers, operate in a world that's really very changing. The US military have a good acronym for this sort of continual changing environment. You've probably heard it before, VUCA. It's volatility, uncertainty, complexity and ambiguity.
What I realize what we're lacking is in decision making. Most people actually know the answer. They know what they're supposed to do, they're supposed to say. And it's the courage to do that thing, the right thing, even when other people are not watching, and the people who are in leadership or at work, they think to succeed in business, you have to be this ruthless person. And if someone looks too happy at work, we're wondering, are they really working? Because they look so happy. We're gonna curb that enthusiasm. And I think that's the shift that I'm hoping the newer generation or other people who are in any generation who have been looking for that can come out and start making.
So that brings us to the end of today. So we will have drinks in the Trinity University Old Library. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome David Rose.
New technologies give us superpowers, and the next significant technology will be super sight. One of the most interesting neural network technologies for image processing is called in-painting, and it basically means you can remove any object from a photograph or from a video. And what this means for supersight is kind of a little bit frightening, where instead of just adding information and adding layers, it could mean that you could strategically take things away. But also this diminished reality brings a lot of negative consequences too. If I don't want to see homeless people, if I don't want to see things that are undesirable, I will be able to do that, but should I? I think I managed to convince a decent proportion of the audience to invest in my fake cryptocurrency that didn't exist. So just a good example of how with the right sort of body language, the right words, the right talk about exciting technology, almost anyone can be convinced to invest in something. Metamorphosis, the idea of something changing not just in degree but in kind, is essentially the story of modern technology. I mean, how modern technology is transforming media, currency, governments, everything seems to be changing. And I wanted to impress on people that criminals thrive in an era of metamorphosis. Anytime you have a new technology, there will be people scamming you and people will fall for that.
So in my opinion, as the pandemic subsides, the leaders that continue to lead will be able to ride forward on this wave.
24 hours later, 12 speakers, and of course, impossible to summarize what has happened during those 24 hours. But I think one man really nailed it at the end, and this was Pierre Esler, by saying, I will give you one tip and one tip only. Look at all the project plans at your table right now, and if they're not at least a 90-degree redirection of your organization's strategy, you should not approve it. And I'm an optimist, and I think this could be the start of the metamorphosis of your organization, and hopefully also the metamorphosis of all the organizations that have attended past 2 days.
Thank you very much.